Guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2026 Kia Sportage SX Prestige.
And a big thanks to Sean and the rest of the management and staff here at Ken Ganley Kia in Newport Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car or SUV in the Newport Richey, Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Sean.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the Sportage has been Kia's compact SUV since 1995. The 5th generation Sportage that you see here has been with us since 2023, and for 2026, the Sportage receives a mid-cycle refresh inside and out. Outside, Kia ditches the Sportage's old boomerang-style daytime running lights that you can see right over here on the pre-facelifted 2025 model, with changes to the overall headlamps as well. They're still projector LEDs with a 4-piece for the high and low beam with a dual setup, both LEDs for the fog lights, also new for 2026. The front grille and tail lamps also get tweaks with some pretty serious improvements inside with a new steering wheel, dashboard, and dual 12.3-inch screens. Finally, Kia pumps up the tech for 2026 with available heads-up display, remote parking assistant, and a new highway driving assistant. The non-hybrid Sportages for 2026 are available in 6 trim levels, all exclusively mating a 187 horsepower 2.5-liter 4-cylinder to an 8-speed automatic transmission available either with front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, ranging from the $29,000 base LX up to the $39,000 top-of-the-line X Pro Prestige. Here we have the SX Prestige sitting right below the X Pro Prestige with a base price of $36,295. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So in my opinion, the Sportage is already a decent looking SUV for the pre-facelifted model, but these new daytime running lights, new headlamp design, and grille looks a lot more bold and aggressive with a really premium touch here on this SX Prestige with full front parking sensing, forward-facing camera, 360, blind spot cameras. It's basically a fully loaded car with heated and ventilated seats. There's just about nothing that this SUV does not have standard. We have the gloss black and flat aluminum contrast for the upper part of the grille area, with gloss black for the grille itself and gloss black for the lower grille area, with a panel housing our advanced safety features. We get a side sensor to help us out with the 360. The wheel and tire setup for the 2026 Sportage is also a little bit updated. For this SX Prestige, we get this black and silver contrasted 19-inch rims wrapped in Michelin Primacy all-season tires. Dimensions are 235/55 R19. The 55 sidewalls should be more than thick enough to keep the ride quality nice and plush here, and we'll see how the 235 wide tires put the power down with this front-wheel drive 2026 Kia Sportage. We get some gloss black trim for the wheel well area, gloss black and aluminum contrast for the rocker panel side skirts. We get smart access for the driver and the front passenger, blind zone camera on the mirror. It's a body color mirror with a little black contrast underneath it and an LED turn signal on it. Some gloss black for the face of it, blind spot monitoring on the glass. You mentioned the smart access for the driver and the front passenger. We get all black trim for the window trim, blacked out roof rails with a panoramic moonroof and shark fin style antenna. We'll take a quick look at this window sticker for the 2026 Sportage SX Prestige front wheel drive. With a runway red exterior metallic paint color and the black interior, you can pause to take a look at all the standard features for the SX front wheel drive. And here with the SX Prestige, this is what we get on top of the SX. With the 19-inch alloy wheels, LED fog lights, blind spot view monitor, surround view monitor, parking collision avoidance assist, that's our rear cross traffic alert, parking distance warning, front passenger seat is power, ventilator front seats, heated steering wheel, and the digital Kia key. The floor mats are $180, $13.95 for the destination charge, totaling us out a tick under $38,000. 28 combined MPGs, 25 in the city, 33 on the highway. The gas cap is pushed open with no easy fill, and you can throw regular fuel here for the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. I'll take a step back. Hopefully you guys can pick up the side profile in this 2026 Sportage. For the side profile, not a whole lot changes. The major changes are the front end styling. We get subtle changes out rear with pretty major changes in the interior that we'll check out in one second. We get the same rear wheel and tire setup. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper, additional side sensor to help us out with the 360. The rear wheel well trim has a subtle fender flare in it as well, with a little bit of aluminum for the lower bumper area, aluminum Sportage badge. Shout out Ken Ganley Kia in Newport Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. Subtle updates to the taillights with black taillight housing, updated Kia badge. We've had that since this new 5th generation Sportage has been released. The wipers housed underneath the spoiler, LED third brake light. I like the gloss black and aluminum contrast for the lower bumper area too, making this SUV look a lot more premium, the reverse light being right underneath the license plate. Exhaust tip in the lower right corner, and speaking of the exhaust tip, let's fire up this 2.5 liter 4-cylinder and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder sold by Kia for the 2026 Sportage. And it sounds okay, cranking out 187 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission, sending the power to the front wheels. You can expect this SUV that weighs in around 3,600 pounds to get to 60 in the low to mid 8-second range, so definitely not the best performer. But with the naturally aspirated power plant, you get good throttle response, and it's not the slowest vehicle in the segment. And when you see the interior, the options and features that we have here at around $37,000 base price point, we get a lot for the money. But we'll walk around this exterior one more time and let's take a step inside and see what we get with a near top of the line 2026 Kia Sportage. So up top we get soft touch materials, aluminum door handle, 2-person memory seats, gushy soft leatherette armrest with leatherette in the center as well. Auto one touch front windows, power windows out rear, power folding mirrors, which are 4-way adjustable. We mentioned 2-person memory seats, Harman Kardon audio system with a very decent amount of storage down below. You'll fit a foot-long 24-ounce water bottle and maybe a little bit of additional storage in front of it. The seats are a beautiful Syntex material with stitching, perforated and quilted, heated and ventilated, with solid bolsters. They're fully electrically adjustable for the driver and the passenger on the SX Prestige. With 2-way lumbar, you can recline, drop, lift, and slide the front seats. But taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, engine start, stop, and everything fires right to life. So as we mentioned, we get some serious improvements here for the 2026 Sportage when it comes to the interior. We get a new steering wheel with a square-ish shape. It's a flat bottom and a flat-ish top, and it's pretty thick. Solid 10-2, 9-3 fits really well in your hands. The horn area is hard plastic with nice graining material. The horn itself, loud and aggressive. People should be getting out of your way. We'll do a window check. We don't get dual pane windows, but they're a thick single pane of glass. On the left side, we get our active steering, radar cruise control with the adjustments up top, and our infotainment adjustments as well. Our infotainment adjustments include switching from compass, advanced safety features screen, and a digital speedo. Beneath it is our drive mode selector. Our drive modes include normal, sport, and my drive. Normal and sport also change up the gauge display. We'll start off in normal, try out sport, and just see what the differences are. On the right side, we get our AM, FM Sirius, voice commands, volume and skip controls, favorites. You can hang up and answer your phone calls. The stocks have a very satisfying click with our blind zone cameras here as well. Hopefully you can pick those up on camera. Definitely one of the coolest features that Kia and Hyundai have to offer. We get auto headlamps, fog lights, and auto rain sensing wipers, all really appreciated features at this price point. Tilt and telescoping steering column, hopefully you can pick that up on camera. Your traction control, electronic parking brake, interior brightness, and our trunk release. Hopefully you get a good look at the pedals down below. Aluminum outlined air vent controls, and we mentioned our 12.3-inch digital gauge display, the 12.3-inch touchscreen. We get Kia's updated map system, and it was already one of the best maps in the business for the pre-updates, but now this updated system, just about perfect, just about one of the best, if not the best, out on the road today. With a separate screen on the right side, you can see your weather, sports, clock, compass, longitude, latitude, clock again, and right back to where we started. My personal favorite to leave at all times, oops, close out of there, will probably be the clock screen and leave it at the map. We'll check out the home screen for the infotainment. There we go. You get your FM, phone projection, YouTube, entertainment, voice memo, weather, and setup. You can pause, take a look at everything else potentially available. I keep pressing buttons, I'm sorry guys. Anyway, home screen, map, my personal favorite to leave it at all times. Beneath that, we get some faux carbon trim, stitched dashboard. It's Syntex, not genuine leather, but looks and feels just like the real thing. Hazards in the center, and we get our new infotainment interface. Down below, there's some plastic over it, so it's not going to be perfectly responding. Same with the touchscreen. The potential owner of this vehicle can remove any plastic to have better response, but it still responds and looks really good. You can alternate from your media controls to your climate with a click of a button. There you go. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but it is cool that they maximize the space while allowing you to still be able to control just about everything with this SUV. We get dual zone automatic front climate control, 2 USB-C ports down below. You can click the button to alternate the charge area, wireless phone charging pad. I mentioned the heated and ventilated front seats, the gear selector controlling the 8-speed automatic transmission, backup camera, really high resolution, guidance lens and trajectory with an over-the-top 360. That's an impressive feature at this price point. Different overall camera views, over the top, side blind zone, and a full rear view. And you can see a panoramic 360 all around your 2026 Sportage if you'd like to for one reason or another. And as soon as you throw it into drive, you're still on our backup camera, but now it allows you to access your forward-facing camera as well with guidance lines and trajectory for the 360. We can check out our different overall views, car wash view with an over-the-top, blind zone view so you don't scuff up your rims on the curb, and we get a full forward-facing view as well. Throwing right back into park, we return right back to the previous screen. No paddle shifters for the 8-speed auto, but we do get manual shifts on the gear selector in the improper direction. Hill descent control, auto engine start stop we can disable, start the parking sensors, access your camera with the click of a button, and our auto hold for the electronic parking brake. On top of the heated and ventilated seats, we also get the heated steering wheel, 2 cup holders which can hide away. It's going to be tough to do with the key in the cup holder, but as you guys see, you can close these cup holders up and access a little bit of extra interior space and open them right back up with the click of a button. We get a Syntex stitched armrest. It's not the softest material, but it's soft enough, decently spacious. You'll fit 6, 7, maybe 8 12-ounce cans. I apologize for my camera equipment bag, complete mess in here, but just ignore that. Continuing along, we have our glove box, which is hard plastic on the outside. It's damp, not lined felt. You'll fit 20 license plates, should be able to fit 5 or 6 Harry Potter books, 2 pairs of shoes with no problem. My only complaint with this interior so far is we do not get an auto-dimming rear view mirror. Come on, Kia. I've been so impressed with absolutely everything so far with this SUV. Why do you got to ruin it by giving us this flappy thing to dim the mirror? But if that's my only complaint with this SUV, big whoop, not the end of the world. The interior brightness or the interior lighting are LED. We can open up this massive panoramic moonroof. The shade opens up decently quickly. The glass follows the shade. Pretty quick overall process too. We'll see if the glass goes out any further. It does not, but towards the end of the front row, we can poke our way out of here. Beautiful day today in Newport Richey, Florida. Sunny and 84 degrees according to this 2026 Sportage. Not the sunniest day pretty soon. It's a little bit of clouds coming our way. Either way, still a beautiful day. Can't complain. We can shut the glass right up. We'll leave the shade open so when we hop out back, you guys can see how much light is brought into the cabin. But that's about it for the front seat, at least, this 2026 Kia Sportage SX Prestige. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. But again, really impressed with the overall quality of materials, as well as the updates in the styling and luxury and features. Up top though, hard plastic in the rear, to be expected at this price point, with some nice soft materials for the actual armrest and soft materials for the center. I kind of wish they swapped the center materials with the top materials, but either way, it's still a relatively premium door panel for the price point with the Harman Kardon speaker, decent little storage pocket, no auto-on touch window, but it's still a power window with the aluminum door handle continuing. Legroom looks impressive. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and the seats look impressive too. I didn't mention that the Syntex material has a Alcantara microfiber contrast to it, which looks really premium. Still perforated and quilted rear seats. They're not heated or ventilated, of course, but we do get air vents. That's an appreciated touch with a recline function for the seats. But taking a step inside, I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and I have at least 5, 6, maybe 7 inches of knee room, headroom. I got about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So considering we have the moonroof here, it's still a really spacious back seat. If you're under 6'6", you should have no problem sitting behind your seat settings. We get a hook for grocery bags behind the headrest. We get an additional one behind the driver's seat and the passenger seat. The headrest is the exact same for the passenger. We get USB-C ports attached to each front seat, map pockets on each front seat. Air vents are appreciated, as you mentioned, with a little bit of additional storage down below. The center cubby back here, you gotta pull this rope. We get 2 cup holders. It's Syntex, decently soft. you'll fit 16, maybe 24-ounce bottles. Ton of light brought into the cabin too, thanks to this panoramic moonroof. The interior lights back here are LED with a hook underneath both grab handles out rear. That's about it though for the back seat. The seat recline function, it reclines pretty far. Now with the seat fully reclined, I have like 4 inches of headroom, compromising a little bit of knee room, but still more than spacious enough. We'll lift the seat back to its upright position, take a step out into the cargo space, see how much space is offered back there, and then take this 2026 Kia Sportage SX Prestige out for a drive. So right over here is the button for the electrically opening liftgate, and it gives you a couple seconds to take a step back so you don't have to get doofed in the face if you're holding grocery bags. But a massive cargo space, definitely towards the top of the compact SUV segment with a low floor. At 6 feet tall, my knee is just about at the same level as the floor, so if you have older or smaller pets, they shouldn't have any trouble hopping back here. We get a subwoofer for the Harman Kardon audio system, latches to fold the second row seats down, secret storage, a little bit outside of your spare tire. It's nice to include the spare tire here as well. But I'll leave a link right here to show you exactly how much space is back here with the second row up and down, and that's about it for the back seat. We can press this button right up top. Gives you about 2 seconds to take a step back, so again, you don't have to worry about getting doofed in the head. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of this all-new facelifted mid-cycle refresh 2026 Kia Sportage SX Prestige. It is a really nice SUV. It's starting to get up there in price. We're approaching $40,000, but there isn't an option or feature that this SUV does not have. I wish it had all-wheel drive. It is available all-wheel drive. I more so wish we had an auto-dimming rear-view mirror, but again, if that's my only complaint, this is a really impressive SUV for the money. Performance-wise, let's take this 2026 Kia Sportage SX Prestige out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2026 Kia Sportage SX Prestige. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impression, the throttle response feels good with this 2.5. Feels way better than anything you would get from a turbocharged power plant, at least for throttle response. When it comes to mid-range torque, mid-range power, the turbo engines will have a little bit more of it, but this feels really good right when you're starting to get going. Brakes feel good too. Turn signal stocks have a nice satisfying click. Ride quality feels good. Mid-range doesn't feel amazing, but it feels fine. Brakes feel good. And it's quiet in here too. I'll take a step out here, a little bit of curvy road. Normal mode, the steering feels good still. And you get a nice seating position up here too. Through the turn, body rolls limited. It's not a sports car by any means, but it drives very nice. Whoop. Not bad. And just cruising along, it's unbelievably quiet in here. If I didn't know any better, I would at least think that there are dual pane windows, if not active noise cancellation in this interior, because it's very well isolated. We can try it out in sport, see what changes up with the steering. The revs immediately increase. And yeah, you do feel a little bit more weight through the wheel. And the throttle is more sensitive too. You get up and go a lot easier. Turn. No complaints. Feels very good. Sharp one. Whoop. Whoop. Yep. Body roll is limited. Yeah. Feels very good. Hopefully you can pick up the performance here on camera. We try out a real world turning radius test. Not over here because I can already tell you that this car will not make that. But right over here looks like a good spot to try one out. Real world turning radius. Very sharp. Not bad at all. Coming out. Whoo! Little traction control. It's yelling at me for some reason, but yeah. Sets traction control off, so this 2.5 4-cylinder has got a little bit of get up and go to it. I wouldn't be surprised if this is underrated. Yeah. Athletic feeling body. And a very comfortable overall car. The reason I say this might be underrated is because my girlfriend drives a 2023 Hyundai Santa Cruz, which uses the same 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, but in the Santa Cruz's application, it cranks out 191 horsepower and 191 pound-feet of torque. This feels way faster than that Santa Cruz, and it only weighs about a couple 100 pounds lighter. So it shouldn't feel this much quicker than that Santa Cruz, unless this is just simply an underrated power plant. Let me try one out. In second gear on the gas, whoo, instant. And the manual shifts are responsive. Third gear pull. Yeah, guys, this thing can pull well. It locks you out of the downshifts. There you go. Brakes. Not bad at all. Hopefully you guys can pick it up on camera. This is a surprisingly athletic 4-cylinder SUV. When you're considering the options and features that this thing has, it is really impressive that it's under $40,000. You can take it out of the manual shifts, let the car do its thing. We'll take it out onto a multi-lane highway, open her up for real one time, just show you guys what this thing's got. But for the most part, this is a really impressive new SUV under $40,000, under $37,000 for the base price, $36,295 for a base price, loaded like this. The only option that we have here, I think, are the floor mats. Unbelievable. Yes, after about $1,400 destination charge, after a couple dealer upgrades, you can easily get up to $40,000, but that base price is surprisingly friendly. Taking a step out here on the gas, woo! Yep, there's simply nowhere to go. Hopefully you can pick up some of the performance. We'll turn around over here and try that again. All right, guys, one more real world turning radius and I'll open it up for you, show you what it's got. Turning radius, though, is very sharp on the gas. Woo! Gets up and goes well and looks like an okay spot to try one out off the line. All right, guys, off the line. Woo! Yeah, guys, if this shares a power plant with the Hyundai Santa Cruz, this is 100% underrated. There is no chance that this power plant makes less power than the 2.5 in the Santa Cruz. Overall, guys, if you're looking for the most loaded way into a okay performing, super premium loaded SUV, this is it. Under 40,000 bucks, you're not getting a more loaded SUV than what we have here, and you're not getting a better looking, more comfortable SUV either. $36,000 will get you into a basically bare bones Toyota RAV4. It's going to get you into very bare bones Honda CR-V, and the Honda CR-V and its turbocharged power plant does not feel nearly as athletic when it comes to get up and go as this 2.5 liter naturally aspirated. The Toyota 2.5 liter feels very similar to what we have here, but I think that the tuning here in this 2.5 is a little bit more sport oriented, especially in sport mode. Sport mode makes things a lot more sensitive and a lot more fun when it comes to steering, throttle, and also the transmission. It is a very good transition from normal to sport and gives you a really good feel in both modes. For daily driving, I keep it in normal mode, but you want to show up to your friends, you want to rip around some back roads, sport mode will make a pretty noticeable difference. Overall, guys, if you're looking for the most comfortable and nicest way into a $36,000, $37,000 base priced SUV, this 2026 Sportage does exactly that. It was already an excellent car for the pre-facelift, but this facelift has made this car just about the best, if not the best, compact SUV in the segment. And if that's what you're looking for, guys, I would 100% recommend checking one out. And a big thanks to Sean and the rest of the management and staff here at Ken Ganley Kia in Newport Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Newport Richey, Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Sean, and a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too, it really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.